Hi everyone, this is Jim from Lotto Finance. Welcome back to our channel. We are with you on the last day of July, last trading day of July. So today we have received a lot of data releases, and then we will just discuss some of them. Then we will go ahead our chart. First of all, we have received the euro area inflation rates, and at the same time we have received a lot of GDP data. So inflation is not stopping in euro area, so this is for sure, and energy prices are rising, and that is just keeping the pressure over inflation higher and higher. And GDP numbers, the most important GDP number was Germany. So in the second quarter compared to previous one, we have seen zero growth in Germany. So that means a slowdown, a recession possibility is so much stronger in Germany. So even some cities started to take precautions. For example, in Berlin, so 2025 big monuments of Berlin will not switch on the lights in the nighttime. They were always turned on in the nighttime, but they are just turning off the street lights. They will just do whatever it takes, and then they're asking from the people also to take the same measures. And even in schools and other places, in government places, they are just limiting the air condition usage. These kind of things are just necessary for Germany. Reason is they don't have enough gas, and if they just get into a critical level in winter time, they won't be able to heat their people. That's important. And that was news. All right, let's start with our first chart. The first chart is silver. As you can see here, silver prices are rising, especially after the Fed meeting. It's just on that one, and a kind of a silver bear sequence. So everybody was expecting it, just spent a lot of time in this low channel, and then expecting silver prices go back to $17, $16 levels. So, but it didn't happen like that, because US 10-year bond prices are declining. So the yields are declining. People are switching from bonds. Some of them, not all of them. Some of them are just switching investment from them to gold and silver. This is making the price on higher level. But still, on a recession or something like that in US or any other part of the world, the bonds are the really important assets. We can see switching from from these precious metals back to them as well. As you can see, it's on a decline. So just in between $20, $20.40 to 1940, this channel, it's just going up and down. And on previous attempt, as you can see, it was rejected at $20. This is happening again, so a rejection may happen. Just watch, and if you see the trend, sell and take your profit. Right now RSI is confirming us that it's in overbought territory. All right, let's look at our second chart.
You are ready to win with us. GAN Markets.
All right, our second chart is S&P chart. As you can see here, S&P index in US is rising and rising. Why it's rising? Because everybody was expecting less hawkish statement from Fed officials, and it didn't happen. So we are just facing these kind of I can say that supportive the market tone is helping the market. The other thing is positive statement, positive earnings by Amazon, Apple, and these big companies. They have posted not the best reports, but at least they have just reached their targets, and it's good for them. And we have seen these rise in Nasdaq as well. So right now S&P is reaching it, but just to remind you, every rise ends up with a correction. So from this level, let's look at in here. It's just like a traded from this 3,700 level on a rise, and right now 300 points. And from this level, it just like come back to overbought territory. So it's just struggling to test higher levels, higher than these levels. So we may see sell-off soon. And because when you just buy something, you're turning your money into asset. As long as you stay on that asset, you just keeping your money as asset. So you should turn back to money. When you make it, you sell it. When a lot of people sell in the market, then the decline is starting. It's that simple. Take your profit if you're on buy side. That's my suggestion, and then wait for some decline to see, like, to get into sell off side, and then with that we can make good money. All right, let's look at our last chart. All right, our last chart is dollar index. As you can see here, dollar index eased a lot and then tested this morning 105 levels. So these are happening because of these less hawkish expectations by investor, and then they just think that, all right, like inflation has peaked, so nothing to worry about, like more rises by Fed. But Fed already told that like they are aiming like a 3.5% interest rate, Fed funds rates at the end of this year, and then if necessary, they will go on in 2023. So there is nothing changed. Just the tone has changed, but the reality is still with us. The inflation, 9.1 inflation in US is still with us. So the Fed will just do everything to fight with that one. To see decline in real decline in inflation, we have to see real decline in oil prices. As long as it just stays around like a $100, we cannot expect inflation go lower. That's for sure. So my suggestion is that like it was a kind of easing, just taking like some relief in the market. Then with this rise, it will just test higher levels again. Let me just show you when it just happened. Yeah, exactly in here. When it just like testing 105 levels, everybody just said, all right, it's over, and then it just like it came to overbought territory, and then it declined back to 103 levels. And from these level, it just spent some time, and then it just tested 109. So similar pattern is happening in here. Declines and spend some time, and then getting ready for the next move of that one. That's my prediction. So we can see higher levels, 110 levels in dollar index. That's my prediction. All right, thank you so much for watching us. We will be together on more news. We will cover more charts with you. Have a nice and profitable day, and have a nice weekend. Bye.